Number 3, product. You better have really consumable products. LifePak is already number 1. Number 1 product in the world in terms of revenue sales, okay? Centrum sells more bottles than we sell boxes of LifePak, but we sell more dollar volume than anybody in the world. And now with the scanner, we're going to blow Centrum out of the water in the next year, in unit volume even. Okay? We're going to be the dominant 6,000-pound gorilla, guys. We're going to own this market worldwide, and everybody's going to have to contend with us because we can do something that no one else can do, right? We're the official product of the Olympic Games. We'll be there again in Athens, Greece this summer for the 2004 Olympics. We were there in 2002 in Salt Lake City. Out of 15 products in the world that are approved for Olympic athlete consumption, guaranteed not to fail a doping test, we make 9 out of the 15 products. 9 out of 15, we make them. Okay? That's unbelievable. Very impressive. You would expect a product that has this kind of endorsements would be pretty expensive, wouldn't you? Okay? It's not. It is not that expensive, folks. Okay? This product costs, in U.S. terms, about $1.75 a day. Okay? About $1.75 a day. Okay? Is that somebody's pager? I hope not. That's not a phone. I didn't hear that, did I? Okay. All right. That's about $1.75 a day to be on LifePak in U.S. terms. Okay? That's about half the price of a Starbucks coffee. Is your health worth it? Okay, think about this. How much money did you spend today killing yourself? How much? How many coffees? How many cigarettes? How many cigars? How much beer? How much alcohol? Okay? How much money have you spent today killing yourself? How many danishes? How many donuts? Okay? How much junk, fat, sugar, garbage? How much? Okay? It's nothing to spend $1.75 to take care of yourself. It's life and death. You have to do it. It's absolutely critical. So you got to think about that closely and make sure you do it. This is really the key. That's the perfect quote, right? How many days you live will be determined by how you live your days. You got to do this every day of your life, you guys. I talked about it earlier. We're so busy. We rush here, we rush there, we grab this, we grab that. We know it's not good for us, but we eat it anyway, right? You know what people do all over the world, especially here in Asia? Do you know what they do? They spend their health to get their wealth, and then at the end of their lives, they spend their wealth in a desperate attempt to get their health back, and it's too late. How foolish is that? We take no thought of what we're doing to ourselves, and we're trashing ourselves every day a little bit. How do we change that, right? Well, here's what you do, guys. You can either eat all that stuff or you can take 2 LifePak. That's a lot of stuff, right? 50 cups of mangoes, 27 cups of green peas, 20 apples, 16 potatoes. Yeah. So it's impossible. My last question on this slide. Do you think that slide right there, do you think all that food would cost more than $3 a day, Singapore? You think? There is no more consistent, convenient, and cost-effective way to slam the door shut on your nutritional risk in your life than to take 2 LifePak every day. You can't do it, you guys. You must supplement. You cannot do it with just food alone, right? Here, what's the RDA right here? Anybody know? RDA, what does that stand for? Recommended daily allowance set by the U.S. government as a minimum intake that you need to have. When did they set that? In the 1930s. How did they set it? In prisons. They just kept extracting fruits and vegetables out of prisoners' diets until they developed deficiency diseases like beriberi, rickets, and scurvy. And they said, whoop, that was too low. Let's give them a little bit more fruits and vegetables. Okay? How do you want to live your life? If you eat 5 servings a day, guys, you're going to basically be just barely above the line. Your 2 to 3 servings you guys are eating right now, you're right on the line. Pretty close to it, okay? Eat 5 servings, you'll be about up here. Is that how you want to live your life? Just barely hovering along above beriberi, rickets, and scurvy? That's not optimum health, is it? What is the ODA? Optimum daily allowance, set by another group of doctors after reviewing all of the literature, saying that this is the level that will give you optimum health, that will give you the protective level of these nutrients that science has shown will protect you and keep you away from all those major problems. Okay? How do you get the ODA? Apply the lemon juice twice a day, right? That's what you got to do. Then you'll get it. So who says that you must supplement? How about the physicians in America? For 20 years they fought it and said, oh, vitamins are a waste, they're expensive urine, don't take them. Okay? They finally capitulated. The evidence was so overwhelming that they came out in their Bible, the Journal of the American Medical Association 2 years ago, and finally said, we now recommend that all adults take a multivitamin daily. Who else says so? How about Dr. Richard Cutler, the former anti-aging czar for the federal government in the United States? The guy that's looking at all the numbers, all the longevity numbers, all the expenses for health care, all the stuff. What did he say? Knowing it all, what did he say? Quote, the amount of antioxidants that you maintain in your body is directly proportional to how long you will live. Think about that statement for a minute. Okay, for all of you here tonight, what is the level of antioxidants that you are maintaining in your body right now? Do you know? The only way you could know is if you got measured on the Pharmanex biophotonic scanner, right? There's no place else in the world you can find out the level that you're maintaining in your body. Is it important that everybody in the world find out their level that they're maintaining? Yeah, apparently it depends on how long you live. Everybody in the world must know this. Okay? You need to know it about yourself. Then you need to make your spouse know it. Then you need to make sure your children know it. All you mothers and grandmothers, scan your children. Make sure you know where their levels are. You will be shocked. You will change your shopping patterns. You will change the food you buy at the grocery store. You'll start to teach them one of the greatest things you can teach them, and that's how to really eat great for the rest of their life. Okay? Important. Who else says so? Who else says you must supplement? You can't do it with food alone. Who else says so? Dr. Lester Packer, the undisputed world authority on antioxidant metabolism. Undisputed. He is the man. We called him up, and we had him come to the Pharmanex labs before we ever took the scanner to market 2 years ago. We wanted a third party to look at this and give us an indication of what they thought. Okay? And so he did do that. How many of you know Lester Packer? A few of you? Just a few. Not that many. Okay. Unless you want to know what this is, so you know I'm not lying to you. Okay? Everybody go home tonight, write down Lester Packer, just like that, and type it into Google and hit search. You guys know about Google? Okay, type it into Google and hit search. Guess what you'll find? Over 15,000 hits on his name alone. Pretty impressive, right? Right? You guys don't seem too impressed. Okay. Well, let's put all of that in perspective then. Go home and type your own name in Google tonight. Let's see how many hits you get. Maybe you guys will be a little more appreciative next time we talk about this kind of stuff. Jeez. Okay. He was so impressed, he went on CNN and he said this to the whole world. Quote, everyone should use the Pharmanex biophotonic scanner to learn their optimal body defense score. Do you think our competitors liked that when he did that? When he went on CNN and told the whole world to get measured by our machine? I mean, that's like gold to us. That is incredible. Okay? And then what did he say? Once you have your number, which you can all get tonight before you leave, you should do it. Do not leave here without knowing your number. He said, once you know your number, increase it. Work to increase that number. Get it as high as you can get it. Why does he say that? Because if your number's real low, you're going to take huge hits your whole life. You're not going to live as long and live as well. Increase it. Get it as high as you can. And then what does he say? Maintain it for the rest of your life. Yeah, you're going to swallow these packs for the rest of your life, okay? It's really important you understand that. Because that's how you're going to have optimum health. It's impossible for you to chew enough food to do it. Okay? And then what? Do it through a diet rich in fruits and vegetables and vitamin supplements. He knows you have to supplement also, right? Everybody who gets a score today, probably be like right down in here, okay? 18, 19, 20,000. That's the average score that people get when we scan them the first time. And that's about right. It's about 2 to 3 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, maybe 22,000. You might be in that range, okay? We say to you, all of you here tonight, at a minimum, make sure you get on LifePak, okay? Get automatic delivery of LifePak. Automatic reorder. That's what you want to do. We will ship it to your house on the same day every month, and we'll just bill your credit card, and it's so simple. You'll never run out. You must be on ARO, automatic reorder, for us to give you the money-back guarantee. Okay? That has to happen. Why? Why? Because we don't have a mini cam in your house. We don't know if you actually swallowed both packs every day or not, do we? No, we don't. But at least we have to know we shipped it to you. That's fair, isn't it? More than fair. And so that's what we do. And so you get on it. And in 8 weeks, we'll scan you again, and you will be so pumped when you see your score jump on that scanner, and it validates what you're already feeling in your body, that you're feeling better, sleeping better, more consistent energy. All of a sudden, you're noticing those things, right? And then you're going to stick with it. And at 4 months, 16 weeks, you will then peak out, and you will find your optimal body defense score. You'll be as high as you can go, and everybody's different. Everybody will peak out at a different level. Some of you in this room will peak out in the 60 and 70,000 ranges. Some of you in the room will peak out at 40,000. It doesn't really matter. You just want to get as high as you can get and keep it there for the rest of your life. That's what's important. Let's talk about business as we close this up here tonight. This is pretty interesting. Look at these numbers since we launched the scanner program in America. I mean, look at our customer increase. 500% increase in our customers last year. I mean, all of our numbers are straight up. And we're going to talk about point number 4, and that's a great company. What a track record. $1 billion in sales last year. A company whose stock has tripled in the last 9 months, gone from $8 to $24 a share in the last 9 months. Okay, great things happening all over with this company. We operate in 35 countries. You can build your business anywhere. All you business people here tonight that agree you have to have your own business, and you say, I've already done it, Nathan. I've already got my business going right here. Okay, fine. Maybe it's just a little local business, guys. You're talking about a global business here. You're talking about a business that can go all over the world. Okay, we just opened mainland China. That is just a staggering opportunity. All those people in China that join this company and all those people that get on LifePak in mainland China are all going to be underneath somebody. They've got to be in somebody's group. Somebody's going to get paid on all that volume. Might as well be yours. Might as well. Somebody's going to do it. You might as well get a piece of it, right? Look at these commissions that well, I'll show you this. This one first. I know you can't read this, but I wanted to show you this. We have a newspaper for financial types in America called Investors Business Daily. Investors Business Daily is actually the best newspaper you can get for investing in stocks and tracking the real indices and so forth. It's much more read than even the Wall Street Journal would be read by people on Wall Street, okay? So it's the /1 newspaper. And they track where money flows, which stocks money is going into. Look at this. Where the big money's flowing now. This was on 4/12, the 12th of April. The number 4 stock in the world that day was our company. In U.S., right there, okay? That is amazing. To be in the top 5 companies in the world for a day, money flowing into your stock. People get it. The smart money is buying this stock, you guys. Why do you think they're buying the stock? Okay? They're buying the stock because we've got some amazing things going on. Look at this. Over $4 billion in commissions paid. Listen to me close. There's not another company in network marketing history that's paid more money than us in the last 20 years. Since we started this company, we're the #1 payer. We've made more millionaires. We've paid more money to more people. We've paid the highest checks in the industry to more people than anybody has ever paid. $4 billion paid so far, and we're going to be paying shortly $1 billion a year in commissions, and then more. If you want a piece of that, you can get it. We've made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millionaires. Over 500 millionaires in this company. Can you think of another company in the world that's made so many millionaires? Can you think of it? Maybe Microsoft with all their stock options early on. But that was stock. That wasn't cash. Cash is a whole different thing. We've done it in cash. Okay, if you're going to go work hard, why not work hard where you can make big money instead of little money, right? That's the point. 20 of our distributors in this company have now earned over $20 million since they joined the company. 20 distributorships. And 2 of them have earned over $50 million in cash since they joined the company. I mean, unbelievable. You think about that. Where else can you start a business for about $1,000 roughly and end up with this kind of upside? No downside, no risk really. Where can you do that? It doesn't exist, you guys, except right here. Okay. Look at this. This is April 16th, Investors Business Daily. 4 days after we had the biggest inflows going, number 4 in the world, they had an article on the company, a special report on our company. And look what they said right on the top, right here. Nu Skin might have a secret weapon. It's called the biophotonic scanner. Is that pretty good? Yeah. Okay, you finally, this is another analyst, you finally have a device that can measure the efficacy of nutrients or dietary supplements you're taking. I mean, those are just killer quotes for us. Amazing, all right? Okay, this is what's happened in America. I want you to see this, guys. Because the same thing's going to happen here, and it's going to happen in mainland China, it's going to happen in Malaysia, it's going to happen all over Southeast Asia, okay? We're going to roll this program out starting in January. Look what happened in America. This was last year when we rolled the program out. We started in February of 2003 with 35 scanners. And by June, we had 168. And by October last year, 447. And by last month, March, the end of March, 782 scanners working in America. Okay, when we started off with without any scanners, we had about 1,500 LifePak orders a month. And that started to climb as soon as we got scanners. And last month, we did just under 9,000 new orders. Okay? It is explosive. You can't even believe what's going on. We've established a direct link between the number of scanners and the number of customers. In America, we're about 5% into our total deployment. We've got 95% left to go. In Asia, you haven't even started your deployment yet. You guys are still in the demonstration phase. Your deployment starts in January. We will deploy literally tens and tens and tens of thousands of scanners through all Southeast Asia and all over China, okay? They're going to be in somebody's group. They ought to be in yours, okay? By this year, in December of this year, we're going to have 3,500 scanners in America. If we keep scanning at the same ratios, then we'll add over 50,000 customers in April or in December alone. Think about that, okay? That's 600,000 new customers a year in the United States. At the end of 2005, December of 2005, we'll have 10,000 scanners in America. They will be generating 150,000 new customers. They will be in somebody's downline. Somebody will get paid on all that volume for the rest of their life. Folks, this is a one-time deal. This is 3 or 4 or 5 years, and it's going to be done. All the scanners will be deployed. They'll all be all over all of Asia, and someone will have put them all out there. And whoever did it is going to be so glad they did it, because they will have taken advantage of the greatest entrepreneurial venture ever. It's like oil wells pumping. You put them out there, and they just pump out new volume every day. Your check just keeps going up and up and up every day, no matter what you do. Okay? It's a real estate grab. It's a land rush. It's nothing more than a race to go out there and see who can place the most scanners. Okay? That's it. And if you do that, they're going to produce customers. We know it. I mean, you know, a year ago, if I was standing here in front of you a year ago, I'd be using words like, well, you know what, we're getting ready to launch the scanners. We think they'll do this. We hope they'll do this. We believe there'll be this kind of result. We think we'll get this many customers. I'm not standing up here saying hope, think, believe, okay? I'm standing in front of you 1 year after the fact. We're not experimenting anymore. We've proven it. We know how many they scan. We know how many customers we get. We know how long we keep them. It's a done deal. All we're waiting for right now is to see who wants to roll it out. That's it. That's the only question that's not been answered, is who? Who is going to roll it out? That's it. Okay? 2007, 20,000 scanners in America, 300,000 new customers a month. If we can put 20,000 scanners in America, we can put 50,000 in China. Okay. Point number 5. You got to have leverage in your life, right? I'm going to actually do this one tonight, this next slide. Okay, how many people make money watching TV? Nobody. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, you know, eventually in life, we start to figure out the economics of life, and we go, okay, can't make any money watching TV, I better go get a job, right? And job's interesting because job stands for Journey of the Broke. We go back and forth to work and home, back and forth every day. We really never have anything. We barely pay our bills and keep our nose above water and save a little bit maybe, and that's about it. We never really accumulate anything. And so we finally say after a while, you know what, I got to make more money than just this job. I mean, there's only so many hours, and if I'm just trading my time for hours, it's a limit. I'll never make any more. I need to get into sales. I need to be able to earn some commissions on top of my salary. because there's only so many hours in the day, right? And so we go into sales. That's what I did. And I finally got a job at AT&T, that little phone company, right? I finally got a job there once. And so I started working that job, and I was doing so well. I was selling so many telephone services and computers and stuff that one day my phone in my cubicle rings, and it's my boss, big old fat Bill, and he says, "Nathan, come to my office." And so I go to big old fat Bill's office and sit down in there, and you know what he said to me? He said, "Son," he said, "you're doing so good that we're going to chop your area and raise your quota." And he said it so enthusiastically, I thought it was a promotion. And I walked back to my cube, and I sat down in my cube, and I'm thinking, I thought, okay, they're going to chop my area and raise my quota. That doesn't sound very good. That means I've got to sell twice as much in half the area to make the same money. That's definitely not good. Well, I just sucked it up. Okay, fine, I can deal with it. I just keep going to work. That's what they want me to do. And I kept performing. I just even worked harder because I wanted to make more money. I'm a motivated guy, right? There's only so many hours in the day. I got to get those commissions. And so about 3 months later, I'm doing really good. I get another phone call from Fat Bill. "Nathan, come to my office. Son, we're going to chop your area and raise your quota again." They did it to me 3 times that year they did that. Okay, that probably cost me $50,000. That was real money back in the mid-'80s, you know? And I finally went right down to the main boss's office, Big Bill's boss. I went down there, Jack, and I went into Jack's office and said, "Jack," I said, "you guys are screwed up. You don't even know how to motivate salespeople." I said, "Every time I get ready to score, you guys move the goal another 20 yards away. Who can win in that game when you change the rules all the time?" I said, "I'm out of here. Plan on it. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing, I'm gone. You better look for my replacement." I wasn't going to stay there and put up with that baloney. You know what they do at big companies? They squeeze you. They just squeeze all the blood out of the turnip until there's nothing left, right? They go hire these young kids in college that have bright eyes, and they go, "I got a job with a big company. This is great," you know? And what they don't know, after about 10 years, they're just a husk of them former selves. That's what they are. They just burn them out. Squeeze them hard. Nothing left. If you have a great year at a big company, you'll never have another one. They'll make sure of it, okay? That's just the way it is. And so what do you do? What do? You quit. You know what I did? I went into real estate, where at least I could go sell stuff and nobody would mess around with my territory. So I started selling houses. And I'm selling these houses, and I'm making good commissions. You know, I'm making more than I made at AT&T. Things are going okay. But it's all me. If I stop showing the houses and stop seeing my clients and driving them around and stuff, I don't get paid. I started closing deals to get my commissions, and I realized I'm constantly unemployed. Every time I close a deal, I'm unemployed till the next deal. Then I get another closing. Good, I get the money. Now I'm unemployed again till the next one. And it just kind of drove me nuts. I could never see how I could ever stop working and still get the money. It was all me. I was the focal point of my income generation. Listen, folks, it'll never happen. If you are the focal point of your income generation, you're in trouble. Okay? If it all depends on you, you know, if you don't show up and you don't get paid, you're in trouble. Okay? You've got to find a vehicle that allows you to leverage yourself, where it doesn't depend on you at all in the end. Right? And houses weren't big enough. So I went into office buildings. Started selling office buildings. I kept thinking, I got to sell bigger things. Get more commission. There's only so many hours in the day. If I'm going to reach my goals, I got to sell big stuff. I used to lay awake at night and fantasize that someday I could get a job at Boeing and sell 747s at $200 million a pop. It was the biggest thing I could think I could sell, that I could sell a lot of. That's how screwed up your brain is when you're just